The windows catch the early glow before the waking sparrows know. Golden threads across the floor slip beneath the open door. Outside, the lilacs greet the breeze, lavender dancing with the leaves. A worn stone wall wears emerald lace, where moss has found its favorite place. A swallow brushes rooftop air, leaving circles everywhere. No one hears the feather song, still the morning hums along. When the windows catch the light, shadows learn to soften bright. Gardens wake in shades of green, holding all that's still unseen. The hills unwrap their quiet blue, the sky pours silver into dew. Nothing calls the day by name, still it always comes the same. A narrow lane through blooming lime carries scents of thyme and pine. An old bicycle by the gate leans as if it likes to wait. The creek beyond the orchard fence moves with quiet confidence. Pebbles shimmer underneath, bright as laughter no one keeps. By afternoon the poppies sway, borrowing fire from the day. Honeybees drift bloom to bloom, writing music without a tune. Curtains breathe with summer air, swifts return to rooftops there. A kettle sings, a porch grows still, the moon climbs over the distant hill. When the windows catch the light, evening wraps the world just right. Golden rooms and silver trees share the same unhurried breeze. The lantern glows, the ivy climbs, the old clock rests without keeping time. Morning will return to the windows, the lilacs will lean toward the breeze. The light will cross the wooden floor, as though it had never left. A ribbon of pale amber light unties the blue from fading night. The meadow rue and silver sage, awakened page by quiet page. A brook slips under alder roots, carrying whispers, carrying roots. It hums beneath the leaning banks, a song too old to ask for thanks. White gulls drift beyond the bluff, held by nothing strong enough. Only currents, only air, only morning everywhere. Where the quiet horizon waits, light arrives through open gates, fills a barley breeze as one following the patient sun. snow white stars on branches weak. Nearby rows of marigold gather drops of molten gold. A rabbit pauses, ears held high, watching clouds reshape the sky, then vanishes through fragrant time, leaving only borrowed time. Twilight brushes orchard leaves, threading blue through walnut trees. One bright swallow circles low, where the evening starts to glow. Cobblestones remembering without speaking. Emptiness await the spring without longing. Salt winds polish driftwood smooth little by little. Fireflies gather in the dusk without signal. Where the quiet horizon waits, nothing rushes, nothing breaks. Golden fields become the night, one soft shade at a time. The cottage sleeps, the kettle cools, the willow bends, the night renews. A lantern fades, a gate stands still. Mist settles gently along the hill. Beyond the fields, beyond the dark, a single skylark waits for the first thread of light. Where the skylight falls at dawn, across the fields of emerald moss, silver birches softly lean, painting shadows on the green. Rowan berries catch the breeze, tiny lanterns in the trees. Far beyond the granite ridge, echoes cross an old stone bridge. A wagtail dances by the shore, skipping where the ripples form. Every feather, every flight melts into the fading light. Where the skylight falls, every color finds a place. Heather wraps the hillsides low, like a well-loved woven shawl. The open air remembers songs carried by the wings of swans. Every season leaves a thread woven where the daylight rests. Bracken hides a winding trail, curving through the whispering veil. Tiny violets line the way, gathering the afternoon. A weathered pier reaches out toward the quiet mirror lake. Dragonflies in copper light drift like sparks before the night. Evening gathers on the pines, softly blurring inviting another beautiful day. Wildflowers wait beside the trail, dressed in colors soft and pale, golden buttercups and blue. Drink the morning's crystal hue. Morning wraps the rolling hills in quiet songs the meadow fills. Every breeze that wanders through carries scents both bright and new. A bluebird rests on cedar wire, feathers glowing in the light. Then it lifts without a sound, leaving silence all around. Wildflowers know the way, even when the skies are gray. They turn their faces to the sun, greeting every passing one. The wind may wander far and free, the rivers always find the sea. Every season leaves a sign, written softly, line by line. Golden moss on ancient stone makes forgotten places home. Tiny daisies fill the field, simple joys they never hide. The willow hums beside the stream, holding patches of the green. Dragonflies with painted wings dance like little living dreams. Evening brushes oak and pine, pouring amber through the vines. One by one the shadows grow, like a river flowing slow. Acorns wait beneath the trees, gentle rain feeds hidden seeds. Fireflies light up the glade, moonlit branches sway in grace. Grow still, the brook runs clear, the stars appear, the night draws near. When dawn returns, the wildflowers will open once again. Not to be admired, not to be remembered, simply because the morning has arrived, and blooming is their quiet song. After the rain finds the leaves, morning gathers quietly. Drops of crystal lace the holding little pieces of the sky. Wild sorrel lifts its tender green along the edges of the lane. Every pebble wears a glow, polished by the passing rain. A thrush begins its patient tune, hidden where the branches bloom, soft enough enough to stir the air, gentle as a whispered prayer. After the rain finds the leaves, the whole hillside starts to breathe. Silver grasses catch the light, turning water into wine. The clouds loosen thread by thread, blue returns where gray had been. Nothing asked the world to change, still it somehow does again. Tips cradle tiny pearls, shining brighter than before. A narrow creek once full and wild, laughs in softer tones once more. Buttercups beside the fence, open to the warming air. Dragonflies and sapphire wings ride bright circles everywhere. The orchard gathers scents of hair, carried through the cooling air. Somewhere far beyond the hill, a weather vane is standing still. Branches dry in quiet light, the swifts return in easy flight. Warm earth breathes a sweeter air. The sky grows wide without a care. After the rain finds the leaves, golden hours drift with ease. Every garden, every stone carries beauty of its own. The brook keeps singing, the reeds bow low. The clouds move on, the roses grow. A single drop falls from an oak leaf. The pond holds its circle for a moment, then lets it fade. Far above, the clouds keep traveling, while sunlight slowly learns the shape of the earth. The coastline wears a silver veil, where sea lavender scents the gale. Puff and circle weathered stone, calling cliffs they've always known. Loopings gather on the rise, painting blue beneath the skies. Every petal greets the breeze like little sails among the leaves. A lighthouse turns its patient glow across the waves that come and go. No voices carried through the air, only salt and silence there. Along the quiet coast, the white tides ride and disappear. Cliffs stand steady through the years, watching every season here. The heather wears its violet crown, the gulls ride circles up and down. The whole horizon breathes so wide, holding sea and land alike. Beyond the dunes, a birchwood sways, silver trunks in shifting haze. Wood anemones softly gleam, hidden in the mossy green. A fox steps through the evening fern, pausing where the shadows turn. Then the woodland closes slow, keeping secrets few will know. Amber saddles on the bay as daylight folds itself away. One bright swallow skims the breeze, then disappears beyond the trees. Pebbles glisten after spray. Old pine branches dance and sway. Barn owls wander through the night. Stars awaken one by one. Along the quiet coast, even silence seems to sing. Waves embrace the waiting shore again and yet again. The lighthouse keeps its gentle turn. The dunes cradle restless ferns. The sky trades gold for velvet blue without asking anything. The tide reaches one smooth shelf, then slips away. A breeze carries the scent of sea lavender. Far above the puffins cross the fading sky, while the lighthouse keeps turning through another beautiful evening. The morning glides through chestnut trees, carried on a quiet breeze. Golden broom along the hill paints the valleys bright and still. A winding creek through granite bends grease the moss like old-time friends. Every ripple catches light, tiny mirrors shining white. A red kite circles overhead, floating where the currents spread. No destination to be seen, only endless shades of green. Everything moves with the breeze, the tallest pines, the smallest leaves. Clouds drift over fields of rye, then disappear into the sky. Every wave remembers shore, every path becomes one more. Nothing asks the hours to stay, still they leave a brighter day. Wild orchids bloom beside the heath, hidden underneath the trees. Honeybees hum low and slow where the summer clovers grow. Weathered bench beneath an ash, faces where the skylarks pass. Empty now, but full somehow, holding only here and now. Twilight brushes rows of vines, softening the distant lines. One white moth begins to roam, following the scent of home. Branches sway with evening air, pebbles clean beyond the weir. Bonds grow warm with ember light, owls awaken with the Not all at once, but gently it turns, it dances, it catches one last beam of light, and it rests beside the path, while somewhere beyond the hills another breeze is already on its way. First it finds a weathered stone, still and quiet all alone. Then it slips through fields of flax, brushing dew on silver grass. It lingers on the cedar bark, wakes the finch before the lark, paints the hillside soft and wide, where the blooming asters hide. Across the orchard apples gleam, bright beneath the drifting stream of cloud that slowly folds away, making room for one more day. One by one the light arrives, touching every little life, over branches, over streams, over all the quiet things. Every leaf becomes a sail, every breeze becomes a trail, every color softly grows where the gentle daylight goes. The bramble arches near the lane, heavy with the summer's gain. Stone crop blooms on rocky ground, tiny stars without a sound. Far beyond the grazing hill, a windmill waits serene and still. Its patient arms begin to turn as golden skies begin to burn. Swans drift slowly on the mere, leaving silver circles clear. Nothing breaks the mirrored blue, only passing shades shine through. Chestnut leaves catch autumn's flame, fern-lined pathways stay the same. Morning doves lift from the wheat, soft horizons never sleep. One by one the light arrives, crossing valleys, fields and skies. Every rooftop, every tree shares the same serenity. The windmill turns, the swallows glide, the lake grows still, the stars arise. The last glow rests on an old wooden gate. A single feather floats across the quiet mere. The evening closes like gentle hands, and somewhere beyond the farthest ridge, the first light is already waiting to begin again. Again. A narrow footpath slips away between the ferns in yarrow gray. It its edges stitched with clover bloom, still cool beneath the early moon. The morning gathers in the pines, spilling softly through the vines. Spider silk from branch to branch catches little threads of chance. A robin lands on weathered bark, then vanishes before the lark. Only feathers in the air hint that someone once was there. The footpath through the ferns never asks the hills to turn. It follows moss and scattered stone, content with where the light is thrown. It winds beneath the maple shade, past streams that polish bits of jade. Without a map, without a sign, it always reaches something kind. Wild violets beside the trail bloom where sunlight thins and pales. A squirrel pauses with an acorn, listening to the distant storm. The creek runs under fallen limbs, bright with tiny silver fins. Dragonflies in cobalt blue flash like fragments passing through. The western breeze was cool and slow, brushing fields of golden note. One white butterfly drifts near, then disappears beyond the heath. The footpath keeps the morning dew, the cedar keeps its emerald hue. The hillside keeps its quiet sheep, the evening keeps what daylight leaves. The footpath through the ferns glows where every season turns. Spring in blossoms, fall in flame, each returning without a name. The grass is bowed, the swifts fly home. The creek keeps time, the stars are sown. Long after the last bird's song, the footpath is still there, waiting beneath the ferns, holding the memory of rain, the warmth of sunlight, and the quiet footsteps of another beautiful day. The hillside wears a coat of fern, where quiet paths begin to turn. A field of lupine sways in blue, holding drops of silver dew. Morning mist leaves cedar boughs, slipping through the grazing cows. One old fence of chestnut wood stands exactly where it should. A pair of swifts cut through the air, leaving nothing lingering there. Still, the open sky grows wide, making room for every flight. Under a sky that never stands still, clouds trade shadows with the hills. Light spills softly through the pines, painting time in quiet lines. The grasses lean, the birches glow, following winds they'll never know. Nothing clings to what has been, yet every day begins again. Along the edge of blooming gorse, a winding trail keeps its course. Fox glows, ringing shades of rose, bright where only silence borrowing every color there. One white egret lifts its wings, turning stillness into spring. The western clouds grow brushed with gold, while cooler breezes gather slow. One by one, the crickets start like tiny echoes after dark. Pine cones rest among the roots, berry vines bear quiet fruit. The evening star finds the lake, the moon arrives without a wait. Under a sky that never stands still, the world keeps climbing every hill. Not in haste, not seeking more, only opening every door. The time grows calm, the reeds grow deep, the hills lie down, the forest sleep before the dawn. A single breeze moves through the foxgloves, the water holds one quiet star, then lets it drift away. Above the sleeping earth, the sky changes once again, and somehow everything below knows exactly how to follow. The summer leaves begin to fade, the fields grew quiet day by day. A cooler wind grows golden grain and carry whispers of a change. The swallows gathered on the wires as evening wrapped the hills in fire. No map to hold inside their wings, just faith in where the morning leads. I used to fear the unknown roads, the miles I'd have to walk alone, but every bird I've watched depart was following an unseen star. And the swallows fly before the winter, trusting skies they haven't wandered into. Every beating wing welcomes changing winds. I don't need to see everything that's meant for me. Maybe courage is inside, maybe courage learns to fly. The forest dressed in amber light, the rivers mirrored open skies. The valley slowly waved goodbye without pretending not to cry. Far beyond the mountain peaks, the birds became a drifting stream, and somewhere in their quiet flight, my heart grew lighter with the sky. I don't know where tomorrow waits or who I'll be when I arrive, but every season asks of us to leave before we understand. Maybe every winding path and every question left unanswered was enough. Maybe every open sky was never asking me to know, only to trust. I'm a feather in the wind, finding purpose in the drift, not despite it. And the hardest thing to learn is home is sometimes not a place, but who we become. Now I watch the swallows cross the sunrise, drawing quiet poems through the bright sky. None of them look back to measure where they've been. The horizon never promised happiest hearts are simply the ones that keep flying. The valley rested far below, where few would ever choose to go. No grand horizon filled the air, just quiet earth and patient care. The cliffs to watch through every year, they held the echoes without fear, while hidden roots beneath the ground prepared a life without a sound. I used to chase the brightest light, believing that's where hope would hide. But every place the world forgot was gently growing something more. And the wildflowers bloom without permission, turning silence into something living. Every seed unseen carries shades of spring. I don't have to race, every soul has its own pace. Maybe beauty learns to stay where the waiting shapes the day. The morning dew embraces leaves like whisper words the earth believes. The butterflies begin to dance without a reason, just by chance. The meadow sways beneath the breeze, a quiet song among the trees, and every color softly grows without announcing what it knows. I don't know why the smallest things can change the way a whole heart beats, but every bloom I've come across was once a seed no one believed. Maybe every silent mile and every dream set down a while was feeding roots. Maybe every empty hand was learning how to understand what cannot bloom too soon. I'm a field beneath the dawn, finding life before it's seen by anyone. And the hardest thing to trust is nothing beautiful has ever rushed the spring. Now the hillside glows beneath the morning, every color tells another story. None of them compete, every shade complete. The rivers never ask the flowers why they bloom at different hours. The mountains never tell the wind which direction it should spin. So why should I measure my becoming against another sky? I'll open like the meadow after rain. I'll blossom without asking to be seen, because the earth has never hurried beauty, and neither will I. A distant star began to fade in corners where the night was made. No one on earth could ever see the end of it, so gravity, it burned through time, it couldn't hold the story written in the the cold, each flicker like a final breath, defying what we call death. I used to think the fading light was just the meaning of goodbye, but every glow I've watched dissolve was still a way to stand it all. And the star keeps shining while it's breaking, every moment more than it is taken. Even falling through darkness, it stays true. I don't need a last to prove that I have ever passed. Maybe light is not the length, but how it burns against the end. The void around it bends and waits, like time unsure of its own fate. The galaxies don't turn away, they learn from how it disobeys. A silent kind of sacrifice that never asks for any prize, just keeps on glowing through the night until it becomes the night. I don't know why some things must burn just to become the lesson learned, but every light I've seen depart still stays inside the human heart. Maybe every fading flame was never really meant to change into nothing. Maybe every fragile glow was only showing what we know about becoming. I am ending, I start, written somewhere in the dark between both, and the hardest thing to face is even disappearing grace still exists. Now see, the sky is not forgetting every light that slowly stopped reflecting. They don't disappear, they just change their form. The universe doesn't erase what it creates, it only moves it beyond what we can see. So I stop asking why things have to end, because even endings are still a kind of presence. And maybe I was never meant to keep burning forever. Maybe I was meant to teach the dark how to remember me. Without light, the ocean whispered to the sand and slipped away without a plan. The shoreline waited all alone with empty shells and weathered stones. The evening painted fading blue as quiet winds came drifting through. It felt as though the sea had gone and left the world to carry on. I used to think that when love leaves, it takes the light along with it, but every tide I've watched for years has always found its way back in. And the tide keeps coming after sunset, bringing waves that haven't reached us yet. Every footprint fades, washed by gentle waves. I don't need to chase everything that drifts away. Maybe life keeps finding me like the ocean finds the sea. so cold. The seagulls circle through the sky like hope that never learned goodbye. The waves erase what used to be, then write new stories patiently. And standing where the water bends, I learn not every loss must end me. I don't know why some hearts must break before they learn to beat again, but every shore I've wandered through is welcome back, a brand new tide. Maybe every empty shore and every wave that came before was teaching me. Maybe every goodbye said was only making room ahead for peace to breathe. I'm an island in the sea, learning change is meant to be. After all, and the hardest thing to trust is every wave that disappears will return. Yeah, the tide keeps coming after sunset, bringing dreams that haven't reached us yet. Every wave that goes makes another flow. Now I watch the endless blue stretch beyond my narrow view, and every goodbye that I feared was making room for love to appear. The waves keep dancing, the stars keep shining, and so do I. And that's enough. The evening wrapped the hills in blue, the daylight slipped beyond the view. The pines stood quietly in line beneath the sky, too vast to climb. The lake lay still without a sound, reflecting stars it never found. It held the darkness in its face, yet never tried to run away. I used to think that losing light meant I was fading with the night, but every moon I've watched above has borrowed brightness from the sun. And the moon keeps shining through the darkness, never asking if it's bright enough yet. Every silver ray finds another way. I don't have to glow like the ones I used to know. Maybe gentle I can lead just as far as blazing beams. The crickets sang beneath the trees, the willows swayed with every breeze. The quiet hours slowly grew into a softer kind of truth. The stars appeared one after one, without competing with the sun. Together they became the night. 1,000 whispers made a light. I don't know why I fear the dark, as if it stole and made me whole. But every evening I've embraced has taught my heart another song. Maybe every shadow cast was only teaching me at last to look above. Maybe every silent sky was never empty faithful light. The stars don't ask the moon to become the rising sun. The river never blames the sky for letting evening drift nearby. Every heart was given its own way to shine. Summer dawn, summer rain, summer forest after flames. Some become the wind that carries seeds unseen. And maybe I was never meant to burn the brightest in the sky. Maybe I was always meant to help someone else find their way home, like the moon upon a quiet lake. The thunder rolled across the hills. The restless clouds refused to still. The ancient oak bent with the wind, yet held the earth beneath its limbs. The rain erased the dusty roads. It carried tears that no one knows. The world grew quiet, cold and gray as daylight slowly slipped away. I used to think the darkest skies were signs the sun had said goodbye. But every storm I've lived beneath has hidden blue beyond the rain. And the sky keeps opening after thunder, every heartbeat growing a little stronger. Clouds are drifting by, making room for light. I don't need to know where tomorrow's winds will blow. Maybe faith is simply this, walking while the sky still shifts. The morning paints the leaves with gold. The air no longer feels so cold. A rainbow stretches quietly across the waking valley green. The river sparkle in the sun as if the storm had never come. And somewhere in the gentle breeze I hear a softer part of me. I don't know why the rain must fall before the flowers learn to bloom, but every season leaves behind a reason spring arrives on time. Maybe every flash of light that split apart the longest night was waking me. Maybe every fearful step was leading somewhere I had yet to finally see. I'm a sky that's clearing now, learning every storm allows light to enter, and the hardest truth to trust is nothing beautiful can stay completely unchanged. Now the sky is wider than I imagined. Every sky that stay behind to welcome the light.